Bugema University started way back in 1948 when our missionaries bought land here, Kalungu, Bugema area. But before that, our missionaries, when they came to Uganda, the Adventist missionaries came to Uganda in 1903, and then during that time, all those of you who remember the history of Uganda, there were some religious wars. And because of those wars, the king thought, I don't want to have another religious organization again bringing problems here. So they sent the missionaries in the West. That's why we started Ishaka Hospital, which was originally called the Ankole Hospital, the first hospital in Western Uganda. And the rest of the missionaries were sent to a given land to Nchwanga, which is now in Kakumiro district, near Mubende. And so we started there, and later the campus moved here after they bought land in 1948. The names of Bugema have shifted. Originally, it was called Bugema Missionary Training School. It was training teachers and evangelists. And then later, the name changed to Bugema Advanced College. And eventually now we have Bugema University. So that's the journey we have taken. Moving, of course, to here. This place was rural. It was a farm. Bugema sits on 640 acres. And so the place had not developed. We didn't have a big city like now we are having Busika, where there's a popular place for sports and so on. And so that's a brief background where I've come from. And we have a mission, and our mission is to make sure that we offer, we envision excellence in service. Everything we work on, we make sure that we want to serve humanity. We want to make sure that the people who train here go out to serve people with compassion, like Jesus did, because this is a missionary, a Christian institution. And so we are guided, on the principles of the Bible, and the way we handle our staff, the way we handle students here, and the community, we do it in a compassionate manner. And that's why when we train our nurses, our IT guys, engineers and teachers and accountants, we make sure that we ingrain in them that spirit of serving humanity. Our objective, I can say aim, we follow the 4H. You'll observe that the philosophy of education in most institutions, they follow what we call 3R. The 3R is reading, writing, arithmetic. Those are the 3R. If you know how to read, you know how to write, and then arithmetic, then you are educated. Now we are different. We are following the 4H. And what are the 4H? Our philosophy anchors on hand, head, heart, and health. Those are the 3H. And so we make sure that our students are not handcuffed. They can use their hands. You go to Bugema Secondary School here, they have to do work, they have to go to the farm, they have to go to the dairy, and so on. We are seated on, as I said, an agricultural institution here, where we have a dairy farm, poultry, and of course a big plantation. And so those are activities our students go through to make sure that they train their hand. We have programs. Many of us, I did my school here. We went through work programs. So that's a philosophy where people can come here and they go out when they are able to use their hands. And also the heart, which of course is the most important, because we want to make sure that your spiritual life is well attuned to the service you are rendering, so that you are not going out there to make money, but you are going out to serve humanity with compassion. And so that is the hand. Then the head, of course, is the 3R, which other people emphasize, the reading, writing, and arithmetic. But anyway, also had health. Where can we be without health? And so that is one emphasis we make. Those are some of the objectives we follow. Bugema, when you come here, we are full of life. There are lots of activities here. Our campus is live with lots of things going on, sports. You know, did you know that Bugema has won the East African Football Federation Cup? You know, we have it now. And so we are having sports and music. We have too many choirs here. When you come to worship with us, you enjoy fellowships here. You know, we do community service. We have a hospital here. Recently, we had a team of doctors, and they came with our doctors and many volunteers in Uganda, and we did a health camp here for a whole week. There were over 120 surgeries, free medication, people were treated. That is part, but we do more. We go out in the field. With our big agriculture department, our students don't do practicals here inside. We go instead in the community to train and teach people how to do agriculture. So those are some of the activities we do with our students here. Bugema complies with the National Council for Education when it comes to offering courses. We don't offer expired courses. We make sure that all our courses are approved, you know, and accredited. And of course, if there's a delay, we inform them, and sometimes we even scrap off those courses that you know, are not marketable or they are not doing well. Yeah, so that we don't lag behind when it comes to the regulation of National Council for Higher Education. We've had a number of achievements here as a university. We are in the community. Our graduates are liked and employable. You know, our accountants are doing very well. You know, our nurses, we have a big nursing school here because of the way we train them to go and serve with compassion, to be careful, and how to handle people's money. You know, when you're a manager and accountant, we are doing agriculture. And so we have people in different places. Our graduates have traveled and so on. And so we are proud of what we have achieved as a university. Of course, the first university in Ruwero district. Of course, now we have another one. But Bugema being an old institution, many people have gone through the doors. We have trained, especially in our theology department, ministers from all over the world. The majority of the Kenyan ministers are trained here, and we are open. We are open to training anyone who is interested in theology and Master of Divinity, which is a new course starting this January. Many people love to. It's a comprehensive program where you can, you know, specialize in Old Testament, New Testament, systematic theology, missions, but it is purely academic. You don't fear to come here because those people are Seventh-day Adventists, they're going to teach me their stuff. No, this is pure academics, biblical, systematic theology. I mean, you took biblical languages and so on. And so we are proud of our people who have graduated from here. Of course, like any other institution, there are challenges. You know, at first there was a big challenge of the road. But now we have a tarmac road from Gayaza to all the way to Zirowe. So, you know, you don't have a problem with that. Those of you remember, we had the wars that started in Ruwero. We are in Ruwero Triangle, and the Ugandans know that. So Bugema was affected also. Those are some of the challenges we went through. And of course, the recent one is the COVID-19. You know, that affected us. Our enrollment went down, and the finances were disturbed. And you have stuff you have to pay. We have several centers. We have one in Arua, Kasese, Kampala, Mbale. But when I went recently to Mbale, Arua, a lady came to me, it was an adjunct, and said, I want to thank Bugema. I was surprised during COVID-19. I went and found money on my account. You know, when everybody had stopped paying, we tried to make sure that we pay our members because they had to survive, you know. But we worked hard. We still have that effect and the impact of COVID-19. We are struggling to recover. But I know with the support of our supporters and the stakeholders, we know we are going to recover. We have plans, we have plans for the future. We are following the trend of the government, where our government is emphasizing sciences. There is what we call STEM. All universities are encouraged to work on STEM. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Those science courses. We have several of those. But we are not yet there with the law and medicine. But with our strong program in nursing, we plan to add a diploma very soon in clinical medicine. But we are offering agriculture science because we are an agriculture farm here, a rural university with a lot of big land here. We have biotechnology and plant breeding science in agribusiness, and environmental science. When it comes to technology and computer science, we have the software engineering, very popular program. Most of our graduates from that program really do well outside there. Software engineering, a degree, and also networking systems and so on. Then we have computer engineering. Our students do very well. When it comes to life and physical sciences, we have a degree in biochemistry, a degree in statistics, and the science laboratory, and biomedical engineering and technology. Those are some of the science courses, and of course many new arts courses in social sciences and education. We have a big program when it comes to in-service. Teachers want to upgrade from diploma to degree, from certificate to diploma. Our holidays, yes, place is full because we have students who want to upgrade. And I've told you already that we have a program which is going to start very soon, Master of Divinity, MDiv. That's a very popular degree for anybody who's interested. By the way, even if you don't have a degree in bachelor's degree in a region, you can join that degree. Anybody can do MDiv. Of course, you take several courses. Of course, the government comes up with plans, as you know, and promotions. Africa, generally, we've been lagging behind when it comes to sciences. Maybe that's what engineered or prompted the government to say we are paying science teachers more than we should to arts. But to me, I would say that arts feed the sciences. Before science, there is an art, and the teachers who teach are all arts. The art of teaching, whether you're teaching sciences, whether you're teaching this one, is all art. It is a skill which is developed, and with given our philosophy. Me personally, I wouldn't say that I pay you more when we are doing the same thing. We are all preparing citizens of Uganda, and so I really feel that maybe there will be a balance so that people don't feel, for us we are useless and everybody runs this way. Then in the future is going to be, we need musicians, we need I'm here because of the services of people have done, mass comm, and so on. These are arts. Where can we go? Where can we run to without this? But it is important also. I want to emphasize the skilling, and I really applaud government because it's coming up with a big program of skilling, especially the youth. We are lucky here at Bugema University. We have a department called the Vocational School. It's a department of the university where we give the people go there and do technical jobs, and they're examined by DIT government technical departments. We do civil engineering, we see mechanical, electrical. I see people do catering there, design. A lot of things are being done there. And our student here, before you graduate at university here, you either do catering or driving. You know, those are some of the skills which are mandated. But it is important, and I really feel if you were a scientist and maybe a medical doctor or a teacher living in an apartment in town, if you learned from Bugema here how to grow tomatoes, you know, and so you can do this urban farming, you know. These are some of the skills we want our youth to go out with, so that they don't just go and wait for salary. You know, what's wrong with you learning how to make a cake and start supplying cake somewhere on your way to work? You know, it supplements your income. So those are some of the things we want to make sure that our graduates and the entire country, we can use the farm, we can use a lot of things to make sure that we survive. We don't only train our people to be academicians, you know. So I applaud government for coming up with this strong program of skilling young people. And here at Bugema, we want to make sure that our young people don't just come here for academics, no. As I told you that COVID, of course, affected our enrollment, but we are picking up now. And right now, as I speak, we're in the process of starting a new academic year, and we've seen an increase in enrollment. We want to thank our stakeholders on that. We have postgraduate courses. You know, we have postgraduate courses. Several postgraduate courses, masters in several programs, development studies, science, counseling, you know, social work, public administration, and most of these are done on a weekend. So and Kampala Center, so it's easier for people working in town and to travel from Arua or Mbale to come to Kampala on a weekend to do a course, and then you go back and work, and you just earn your degree in public administration and management, or public health, or education procurement. And you also started several PhD programs in rural development, education management, and environmental management. So those are some of the postgraduate courses we do, and when you go to Kampala campus, weekend is always very busy. We are anticipating a graduation coming up in November, and the Minister for Higher Education, Minister of State for Education, is going to grace that occasion. It will be November 5th, and so we are planning. And of course, anticipating that big day on November. I appeal to our stakeholders, I appeal to government, parents, and students to continue supporting Bugema, because we are here to support humanity. We are here to make sure that we produce people who are going to be productive, who are going to help people out there, and who are not just looking for money. You know, no, we train people for service, and that's very important. I want also to emphasize and actually make strong appeal to government. You know, government, I've been working in Kenya before I came here to be a Vice Chancellor, and I've seen how government in Kenya tried to help to scale out all private institutions by sponsoring students, whether you're in public or private. You know, we are training people of a nation, people who are going to serve the nation, who are going to work in the same places. And so why help one and leave the other? You know, private institutions have helped to develop and to educate Uganda. You know, we used to have one university during our time when we were finishing high school. It was a struggle to gain high school. But now that with the parenting does not stop. You know, it does not stop. So don't just throw your daughter or son here and then go away. You have to follow up. Sometimes parents give their children money thinking that they have paid it, when actually they come here and they launch around here. Some even don't register. So I appeal to parents, please follow up your child. If we invite you, come and sit with us and listen to us and hear what the plans. Let's plan together how to develop your child. Thank you, partners, for this opportunity I've given me to speak to you, especially UBC and the many other partners who work with us. We really appreciate your services. Don't forget, Bugema is located 32 kilometers from on Gayaza's Rowe Road, 32 from Kampala, but we are on Gayaza's Rowe Road. You can easily reach us or our Kampala campus center, which is located near Yellow Primary School on Bombo Road, and you can always find us. I want to remind you that registration is still going on. We receive all kinds of students here. And also, I want to emphasize this, that Bugema is a Christian institution, but we accept all of people from all kinds of religion. You come here, you see Muslims, Catholic, Protestants, Pentecostals. I mean, we welcome people. We don't discriminate people. We have many people from outside Uganda. In fact, we have over 20 countries, represented here on this campus. So we are in an international university. We welcome people. So don't fear to bring your child here because we're Seventh Adventists. We emphasize Christianity, of course. This is a Bible-based institution because we know that when children are raised in that kind of environment, they will make good citizens. They will respect authorities. Because when you fear God and you have grown up in that one, you even respect your employers. You not touch the money or use it which is not yours, and so on. That is our emphasis, and that's why that's what we stand for. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, UBC, for this opportunity to give our story. And I want to say that may God bless you all for God and my country.
UBC,